This is the SFL on the Virtual Football Network. Welcome to Robo Memorial Field here at Red River Stadium, home of the Bossier City Steamers, as both them and their opponents, the Detroit Maulers, come into this Week 10 clash. Both are on 3-game losing skids, but the good news here, my partner Rochelle Colston, one of these teams is going to get a win tonight. Who's it going to be?
I think it's going to come down, Tyler, to whoever quarterback makes the less mistakes. They both.
Speaking in terms of the quarterback, Ethan Flowers with 15 interceptions, Johnny Picker with 10 interceptions, both in the back half in terms of quarterbacks giving the ball away. Well, let's see whether or not they can keep it under control and have a productive night on the field. Detroit going to be in their all whites. Bossier City going to be in their all navy blues with white helmets. As we are set for kickoff here from Red River. And here we go from Louisiana. And Detroit will get the opening kickoff return by C.J. Parrish out to the outside, left side, out of a few more tackles and up to the 38-yard line. A good way to start the ball game with an excellent return from C.J.
So we're going to see this happen twice in 2 days. Kick return, first touchdown on the first drive.
Vancouver's Ezekiel Bear took the opening score for a touchdown, and well, Parrish trying to do the same exact thing as Ethan Flowers, the quarterback here for Detroit in his second season with the franchise. Of course, he started out with as they were in Indianapolis last season. Now after the relocation, he comes out with an offset eye behind him. 4-3 look out of the Steamers. Here comes a run by the league's leading rusher in terms of attempted carries, Andrew Gibson, who partners alongside Joel Harleman at halfback. Terrell Sutherland is the fullback. Rob Hunt, Jimmy Wint, and C.J. Parrish are the wideouts, with Gordo Khan and Robert Henson Jr. at tight end. Jimmy Hayes, Jack Big Boss, Portia Henson, and Adrian Marlowe are on the line, as that run is going to go relatively nowhere, as Stephen Fellows the second comes up with the stop, and that brings up third down.
At that time, he just got backed up behind his own blockers.
Flowers will spread the field with trips off to his right. 5-step drop, looking over the middle into a contested coverage, to say the least. 3 defenders surrounded C.J. Parrish, but somehow it's the wideout who comes down with the football.
That's just trusting your wide receiver 100%. I mean, look at this. There's like literally 3 defenders draped on the poor receiver.
A 20-yard pickup for C.J. Parrish, making all the plays early in this ball game. On the 38-yard line, handoff again here for Gibson, and he will try and snake his way through for 4 yards. Here is this Bossier City Steamers defensive lineup. We've mentioned Stephen Fellows the second. He partners alongside Rob Foraker, Biff Markham, and Jobo McSlim on the D-line. Bogey Barr and Freddie Trammell are the outside linebackers, with Pink Lisa, Michaela Foraker, Stuart Zomelia, and Gunny McGuire at corner. Zach Holdorf and Bob Funk are the safeties, as Harleman, the backup tailback, picks up another couple yards, make it 4 all told. That'll bring up third and short.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that spot. I thought he got, right almost to the line of scrimmage, to the first down marker, but didn't really see where his knee went down.
One wide receiver. This time they try and go fullback middle, and Charles Stackhouse can go nowhere further. Bogey Barr plugs the hole, and it's 4th and short.
Yeah, Bogey Barr says, not today, not in my house.
Just a yard shy, and that is where we'll see Silla Aldmir try and attempt this field goal, and that one is up and good. She remains perfect on the season, her 12th made field goal of season 25.
Yeah, both of these kickers are perfect on the season coming into this game tonight.
That ties a season long as well at 47 yards, and so that opening drive, well, it be under 10 plays, still results in our first points of the contest. 3-0 Detroit. over Bossier City, who now have a chance to do some damage of their own after this kickoff goes out of the back of the end zone. And on trots out of the field, Johnny Pickler, the starting quarterback for Bossier City. We've seen him all over the SFL, and now in his second season with the Steamers. He starts under center with two backs split behind him. They'll try a run up the middle with Rob Noel, one of the two tailbacks for the Steamers. He partners alongside Robert Nemchek. And Speedy Gonzalez in the backfield with Dave Axis, Vin Calia, and Jeff Banfield at wideout. Adam Williams and Garrison Blue are the tight ends. On the line, it's Jukin Rukin, Anthony Anderson, Yogi Bar, and Hokie Bar. Deep drop to try and go a screen right side for Noel. He picks it up and runs. That's a good first down on the screen. Gets just enough yards to pick it up.
And good play call there. Nice little screen. Picks up the first down. There was nobody over there.
The stiff arm, or attempted stiff arm, just unsettles Rick Evans just enough for him to pick up the first down. And now Bossier City lining up for a brand new set of downs from their own 32. 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, handoff right side. This is Nemchek, and he picks up a good 7 yards on first down. As we introduce you to the Maulers defense, Thomas Matthews, Frodo Laggins, Sean Parent, and Robert Cherry are the D linemen. Kenneth Gaston Jr., Casper Haddock, and Matthias Citrion are the linebackers. J.W. Hartsong, King Rashid, and Rick Evans are the corners, with Jubilee Marsh, Chris Delro, and Omar Sudi at safety. And that run from Noel going nowhere. King Rashid stops him at the line of scrimmage.
I think that play just took a little bit too long to develop, gave the defensive players time to pursue.
First third down test of this early part of the game here for Bossier City. Heavy shoulder from Noel, but again, it's Rashid and Haddock combining on that near side of the field, and no gain, maybe half a yard at best.
So both defenses have come out really strong on the first opening drive, so we're gonna have a punt session going on all night long here.
Danny Dimes, his first action of the evening is a good one. Here comes the potential return from Rob Hunt, maybe give him a couple yards. 3 yards of the return, and Bossier City. Defense comes back out in the field. They held Detroit to 3 points in the first drive. They'll be looking for a stop here as Ethan Flowers and company for Detroit try and change the narrative. It'll be a run near side out of 1 tackle, dragging another defender with him is Gibson for 4 yards.
And that was purely that was all Gibson. I mean, poor guy just kept his legs.
A lot of yards after contact, thriving on the hit. Hit just before the line of scrimmage and just kept going. From the 32 left side, this is Harleman, and he can't get too far. He's brought down by Freddie Trammell.
Yeah, Freddie Trammell's a veteran, been in the league for a long time, a very good linebacker.
Third and 6 here for the Maulers. Blitz coming from Bossier City off the edge. Good night. Michaela Foraker. Add a stat in that one, young lady, because she's also doing stats tonight. She gets to tally a sack for herself.
I think that was Rob Foraker.
And, well, there we go. She's learning. She's learning from the father who does it best.
She's the interception queen, Tyler.
Here comes a return from Dave Axis on the near side up to the 33-yard line, and here comes Bossier City. Now I'm going to start confusing them with another team another former team in Louisiana, the Revolution. How about that?
Go ahead. They're only a couple hours apart.
Four wide receivers here for Bossier City here on first down. Kelly, the man in motion to slot on the far side. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be a good one. Good blocking from that O-line, and Noel is going to pick up a little over 9 yards.
BCS is doing a pretty good job of establishing a run game. We've seen some pretty nice runs from the running backs.
Maybe an eyelash to go here on second down. Let's try and pitch it near side. Out of one, out of two, and Nemchek picks up the first down.
And if I was BCS, I'd just keep running here so they can stop it.
Set of downs, handoff right side here for Noel on the logo. And another good gain, another 5-yard pickup here for Bossier City early on for the Steamers, already getting close to 30 yards on the ground. That's been most of their offense here tonight. Fullback dive now, and it is Gonzalez getting blasted by King Rashid near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Ethan Flowers has only thrown the ball once tonight. I mean, I'm sorry, Pickler.
From the Detroit 46-yard line, Pickler gonna look to pass off his back foot, somehow slings it in for Jeff Banfield to move the chains. What a throw from Pickler.
Pickler has no fear. He just slings it. If it, no fear whatsoever. Nice coverage, though.
22 yards, and I'll tell you what, these professionals, there's something else. You try to high schooler out there to make that play, you're looking at them like they're the next big thing, but Pickler makes it look routine.
He do that pretty off balance, too.
5-man blitz coming. Middle again. Pickler trying to find another receiver. This time Axis in a very tight window, but Rashid, when we were talking about Vancouver in yesterday's game, Rochelle, we were talking about Marquise Reed making all the plays. Today it's King Rashid.
There's always one player on defense that's just all over the field, Tyler.
First incompletion by either team after that throw. Pressure coming off the edge and looking for Banfield, who tried to make the spectacular but hit from behind, and the ball will sail on him, and it's third down.
Have a little bit too much power behind that throw and a little bit too high that time.
Got to find the right touch. Maybe throw another ball off your back foot here, Johnny. Maybe that might help. Stunting up the middle. Pickler going to try and run, and down he goes. Robert Cherry chasing down Pickler, and that will kill the drive.
At least he didn't lose any yardage. I think they're still in field goal range here. Definitely for Matt Fennick.
Fennick, who has a long of 50 here this season, is also perfect. 8 of 8 on the season, look to go 9 of 9 from 42 yards out on the right hash. Snap spot, kick is up, drifting left, but it will slot through, and we are tied again, up at 3.
Did you expect a high-scoring game here tonight, or just mostly a defensive game?
Well, with how talented Detroit's defense has been this season, I was expecting maybe Detroit to maybe bust out, maybe a little bit of a lead, because when we're looking at Detroit's defense here, Rochelle, we're talking about our Detroit defense that is already on pace to be the best defense that the Detroit franchise has had in its history, as the return here from Rob Hunt gets all the way up to about the 33-yard line. You taught most of the stat categories for Detroit going through all their time back in Indianapolis since season 18. They've only had maybe one or two categories, maybe in the least amount of points allowed, maybe in the passing yards allowed, but we're talking about a Detroit defense this season that has 5 of their main categories in the top 10. They're top 10 in points against, on the road, in general, passing yards allowed, rush yards allowed, and overall they're only averaging just over 258 yards allowed in a game. So expect some tough sledding for the Bossier City offense. Meanwhile, it is their offense's turn to get some work going. That run up the middle goes for 3 yards. C.J. Parrish now going to line up on the slot on the right-hand side. Flowers looking middle, and a dangerous ball intended. Maybe not for Rick Evans. Instead, it's incomplete, 3rd down.
Be lucky because Michaela Porker doesn't drop many.
Third and 7, trips off to the right side. As Flowers going to look over the left-hand side, double coverage, caught near the 41-yard line for Rob Hunt.
Nice play. I think Flowers felt the pressure coming behind him and just finally found the receiver. Nice separation.
.24-yard post route to flip the field here for Detroit as we end the first quarter of play. 3-3 your score, nothing to separate Detroit and Bossier City. You're watching the SFL on the Virtual Football Network. Welcome back to Red River Stadium. Tyler Falk and Rochelle Colston on the call. Thanks for staying with us here in week 10 of season 25 of the SFL. And this run out of the quarter break from Gibson is good for 3 yards.
They keep trying to establish this run game. Maybe can they get it started here in the second quarter?
Try and run right side, and that one's going to get him close to the yard again, just a yard shy. And it'll be 3rd and short coming up.
Another tackle by Freddie Trammell. He's all over the field also.
Flowers going to hand it off for the fullback, Sutherland, and that's an easy first down here for Detroit.
Let's see if there's another, is it 4th run play in a row?
Good backfield behind Flowers, handoff Gibson, and indeed it is our 4th run, as Freddie Trammell comes up with the tackle just a yard after the line of scrimmage.
The last 4 tackles, he's got 3 of them.
5-step drop, pass near side, caught. Parrish into the red zone.
This has been a nice drive by Detroit. They're, methodically moving the ball down the field, running the ball, throwing some passes here and there. 2 big plays on passing, 24 yards and 17.
They'll run here on first down. Back to what they've been doing well as Gibson slithers through for another 4-yard gain.
I think this is smart when taking within the 10-yard line. Smarter to run while they try to pass it because the defense has to cover a lot more area in a very short distance.
Already his 8th carry of the game. 2nd and 6. They'll go near side with Harleman. Harleman going to try and fight off 2 defenders. He's about 3 yards shy. About 4 yards shy in total of the end line. They can still pick up that first down if they somehow get 3.5. It's like trying to find platform 9 3/4.
He's right on the goal line.
Fullback dive, and not gonna work. Stackhouse is bottled up before he can get the first down yardage. They'll mark him down at the 2, and Aldmere will trot onto the field to try and knock home a short 19-yarder.
A great goal line stance by the defense. Number 44 with a huge tackle there, Bob Funk.
Field goal is up and good as Detroit retakes the lead. We've seen the type of game that our friends across the pond would like. A game of kicking some goals.
That was like a 4.5-minute drive by Detroit, and it was in a field goal.
We're back underway. Here comes the return from Pink Lisa. She gets up to the 24-yard line, the former wide receiver. And it's now time for Bossier City to get to work again. Last time they're out, they went 8 plays, 33 yards, and made a field goal to tie it up shortly before the end of the quarter. They'll be looking to do the same, if not better, here on this drive. Bickler under center. Trying to look over the middle. It is in and out of the hands of Vincalia, who tried to lay out for that one, but it was hit hard. And it's 2nd down.
And number 27 just hit him at the exact right time. King Rashid making a big hit on the play back on the ball right out of his hands.
They're going to look to throw again near side. This time Calia brings it in, falling down as he does so. And there's the first down.
And Ty, we can't say that the defense is bad because the defense is right there, making exceptional throws.
And it looked like Evans, who was covering Calia, was in a hard flat there on the near side, but realizing that Calia got behind him, he follows him, but he just reacts just half a second too slow. Pickler, middle, caught, Banfield, another first down. Bossier City wasting no time on this drive.
Yeah, they're striking back right away and in a hurry.
You see there again, Banfield going around Evans, who again is playing more of a hard, flat zone there on the outside. And Banfield, and right now Bossier City really attacking Evans here on the near side of the field. Another spread look here out of the Steamers, and this time they will run up the middle. Rob Noel spinning down after gaining 9 yards.
What a great run. 9-yard pickup and first down.
Just good open field running. Good blocking by the lineman to get the hole, and Noel doing the rest. Helping set up a second down, which really Bossier City could do anything. Line up in a heavy set.
Sneak.
Could be a fullback dive, or they'll just give it off to the tailback. There's a first down for Nimchik.
Maybe they're trying to slow things down here a little bit. I mean, came out hot and heavy passing. Now we're seeing them run the ball.
3 straight passes. Now we've seen 2 straight runs. Here comes a pass, left side. That is caught. Garrison Blue, the tight end, line up all by himself, the left-hand side. Mismatch against the smaller corner.
And once he caught the ball, he powered forward and just basically stuck it. Ooh, look at this stiff arm.
He is so tough to bring down. All 255 pounds of him. As Bossier City move into the red zone at the Detroit 14. To the ground now. Good stiff arm. Looking for the corner!
Wow.
And Nimchik has got it! Our first touchdown of the game comes via the way of a nice Robert Nimchik 14-yard run.
You give credit to the blocking. I mean, he just opened up the sideline for him and he just kept running their little tiptoe dance around the sideline and got into the end zone.
3rd rushing touchdown of the game for Nimchik. With the stiff arm, his 8th rushing touchdown of his career.
When your wide receivers can block for you like Jeff Banfield just did, number 81, it's beautiful.
And that touchdown gives Bossier City a 4-point lead after the 7-play, 76-yard drive. You're watching Simulation Football League action here on the Virtual Football Network. This week on VFN, SFL Week 10 continues Monday, while the UFL playoffs reach the conference semifinals Tuesday and Wednesday. SFLM Tuesday and Thursday as well. No other network gives you more football. The SFL lives on VFN. A solid return here from Parrish. He gets it up to his own 28-yard line as his defense was unable to hold back the floodgates on the last drive. Now they find themselves for the first time tonight down to Bossier City, Rochelle.
Yeah, this is becoming a very interesting, very tight game. It's close.
Flowers will go to work under center here to begin the drive. Blitz coming from the Steamers. Flip out near side is caught by Gibson, who tried to turn upfield, but Freddie Trammell stops him after a pickup of 2.
I mean, as big as Freddie Trammell is, he does a great job of moving around the field. He's pretty quick. He's a great pursuit.
Another offset eye look here for Flowers. They'll try and stretch it toward the near side. Decent blocking for Gibson. As he gets it closer to the line to gain. He's brought down by Stuart Zomelia, and it's 3rd and short. Offset eye look again. They'll go fullback middle. That's a first down. Terrell Sutherland picking up the 3 yards. Enough.
Yep, whenever you need like short yardage,
moves.
you bring in your big heavy fullback, get you 1 or 2 yards almost every time. Nice play call.
And off middle for Gibson. Only 3 yards this time as the defense collapses quickly on him.
Another great stop by Freddie Trammell, who has 10 tackles already in the first half.
Another run, this time near side, and Harleman fighting his way forward, and another very similar down and distance. We've seen a lot tonight from Detroit, 3rd and 2. Detroit have done a pretty decent job so far on 3rd down. 4 of 7. Fullback dive. Stackhouse gets it.
Yep, he's methodically moving the ball down the field.
That'll put him on the other side of midfield as we hit the 2-minute warning. Bossier City 10, Detroit 6. This is the SFL on VFN. Detroit have the football in enemy territory as we come out of the 2-minute warning. As the run here for Gibson. He's been a very busy back, already his 11th carry of the game.
I think, you know, we made some adjustments. Our run game is now working for them.
Picked up 5 yards on 1st down. What can Detroit come up with here on 2nd? A run, right side, Harleman. Another 2-yard run. Trammell with yet another tack as we welcome in the SFL Commissioner Cam Irvine, who has a game break for us. Cam?
Thank you, Tyler. It has gotten ugly in Kentucky. Kenny Slider tonight, 1 of 7 for 6 yards and 2 picks, including that pick 6. And it's the Adams up 31-0 over the Miners right now in the 3rd quarter. Back to you.
Oh.
Thank you, Cam. Pass near side, intended for Jimmy Witt, falls at his feet. And Detroit, who went run, go pass and miss. And now it's 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Oh, that's gutsy. 4th and 3.
Parrish to the right side. Flowers just needs 3. Looking middle and complete. Witt couldn't maintain the football. And Gunny comes up with a 4th down stop. Bossier City football.
He really hit that poor guy. I'm surprised he got up. But the good news is for Bossier City, they have great field position right here.
They have a chance to do some damage. They will get the ball to start the 2nd half so they could really put a number on Detroit, but that ball was nearly picked off.
And Matthias Citrahan was right there. Got a hand on it.
Pickler almost said, you know what, you guys can play the football a little bit more. I'll get it back in the 2nd half, as I was saying that. .102 to go in the 1st half. Tight end in motion. Play clock down to 5. 5-man rush, and that one's thrown straight to the fender. Pickler truly didn't want the ball this time.
Ram Sudi. There's the first mistake of the game.
And that's just an airmail pass. Pickler put way too much heat on it, but Sudi won't care. He'll pick that off for pick number 1 of the season and his career. Must be Christmas early. Pickler in the spirit of giving as Ethan Flowers going to roll to the near side. A chance now for Detroit, and Ethan Flowers wants to give it back. McGuire there with the deflection.
Gunny with 2 big plays in a row. It's getting a little crazy. 54 seconds. Let's see how many times we can change possession.
Right now, in the middle of the field, AK no man's land, and right now they're just trading who's attacking whoever's trench. We're back into World War I. Tailback now out of the backfield toward the near sideline. Flowers has time, and that's pass right side. Incomplete, flag flies in. Our first penalty of the game.
On Michaela Forker.
And it seems like one of our two statisticians, she partners alongside Mike Dagg tonight. Thank you too, but Bossier City not gonna like that.
Yeah, that was a little hit. That was a little early, Tyler. I will go with that one. Most times it could go either way. That time it was definitely early.
So brand new set of downs, 1st and 10 with 50 seconds to go here in the half. Four-man rush, pass is nearly picked up by McGuire again.
Run the ball.
Gotta wonder, they do have all 3 timeouts. They do come out here in an I formation, but we've seen from a lot of teams coming out in this 3 wide I where they just go deep drop. 5-step drop here from Pickler. That one's slotted in for a nice catch to move the chains for Rob Hunt.
Another throw into tight coverage.
I formation here for Flowers. Another 5-step drop. Looking near side. Caught Hunt again. 7 yards. Second timeout here for Detroit.
I'm definitely in field goal range here. Do you settle down? Do you run the ball and then kick the field goal, or you just keep going for the end zone?
We'll see what happens here. Right now, the game is your oyster. Do you try and take the lead back from Bossier City and really put the emphasis on Bossier City coming out of the half? Flowers to Hunt, denied by Michaela.
Michaela's trying to make up for that big, huge pass interference call earlier.
3rd drop pick of the drive for Bossier City. Will that come back to Hunt? Third and 3. Blitz coming. Flowers down again. Jobu McSlim, one of the stalwarts of this Bossier City line, comes up with the sack, and it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit.
Ugh.
From near the left hash to bring it to within a point. It's good. 10-9 your score. Another close game, Rochelle. We're getting used to these, not just for me and you, but throughout this entire week of the SFL.
So it's a game opposite of us.
We saw Vancouver take down Fort Worth 24-23 yesterday. Washington walked it off Minnesota with a game-winning field goal, 14-13. And just about an hour ago, Queen City holds off Oklahoma City 17-16. And here comes a good return on the left-hand side. Dave Axis to his own 45.
13 seconds, all 3 timeouts, 3 quick passes. I mean, you get a field goal maybe, or get to the end zone.
And the way we know that Johnny Pickler loves to throw the rock, do not count out this team just yet for getting more points before the end of the half.
So the Diva has a nice return tonight.
Does not look like a passing formation. They may be just content going into the locker room only up by 1.
Yep, they're gonna run.
Try and run here with Kalia to midfield. They're going to try and hustle back to the line of scrimmage. 5 seconds to go. Will they get the snap off?
Oh my
no,
God.
they'll call their timeout at the 50-yard line. And now we'll really get to see Pickler's arm strength.
We're just going to see a Hail Mary here.
I didn't think they were expecting to get to midfield here on that play. And it does indeed seem like they're just going to try and run this one out. Indeed they do. Noel through the middle up to the 40-yard line. Time expires on the half. And your halftime score is 10-9 in favor of the Steamers. Rochelle, these defenses playing pretty well, keeping the game close. These offenses struggling for, Detroit's done a pretty good job consistently getting down and getting points, but they still find themselves down by 1.
Yeah, yes, it's a very close game. Both defenses are playing very well. Only one mistake by Pickler with at the very end of the second quarter, but 3 decent games so far.
Some of our halftime stats. Flowers with a pretty decent day out there.
Even the yards
6
are
of
pretty
12,
even.
averaging 7.3 yards a pass. Pickler, 5 of 10, averaging 8.1 yards a pass. Nowhere left to go. No room for error from either side of these 2 sides of the field. Trammell is your player of the half, and he should be. 11 total tackles here today, and it goes to show the caliber of these defenses are playing at, keeping each other's weapons at bay as we welcome you back to Red River Stadium. Tyler Falk and Rochelle Costin here on the call. Mike Daggs and Michaela Foraker in the stats truck, and you heard earlier from our SFL Commissioner Cameron Irvine. He's in production and back at VFN Studios. And we are back underway. Bossier City will let the opening second half kickoff go out of the back of the end zone, and that is where they will start this next drive from their own 20-yard line with a 1-point lead.
I'd like to see Bossier City get back a little bit to their run game. They've gone kind of pass heavy.
I'll start with a run near side, and that one gonna pick up roughly about 6 yards, as it's been a game of field goals to this point. If you're just joining us, Detroit coming away with the early lead early in the ball game, a 47-yard made field goal. The end of the quarter tied 3-3, and then we saw 2 more field goals and a touchdown. That brought us to this 10-9 score line, and this run by Speedy Gonzalez not going to muster too much as it brings up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 is very manageable here. He just got caught up behind his own blockers once again.
Pickler with a blitz coming, looking over the middle, caught, burst down, and more. Adam Williams, his first grab of the night.
Once again, Pickler has no fear. He just flings it.
Blitz was coming. They were playing more of a zone blitz, and that left the middle of the field open for Williams to slot in on a simple tight end go route. Couldn't go anywhere after the catch. They needed to go up and for it, and the safety was right there on him.
So Detroit leads the leagues in pass deflections with 34 and sacks with 37. I'm surprised we're not getting more pressure on Pickler. I mean, Sean Parent has good 14 sacks coming into this game.
Well, Pickler's arm strength is one of the best in the league, and while it may be errant at times, he's able to get the ball off quickly. As this run, a decent run for Minchik, who got the old game's only touchdown earlier in the game with a beautiful run here to move the chains.
I said before the session story they should get back to their run game, and they're doing it, and doing a pretty good job of establishing it once again in the second half.
3 out of the 4 plays on this drive so far have been runs, that one going for 12 yards. First and 10 from the Detroit 43. Noel with a stiff arm. He's going to go for maybe 10, maybe 12. Back-to-back 12-yard runs by this tandem of tailbacks.
Nice run. Great job on blocking. The wide receiver doing a wonderful job of blocking this team.
Absolutely, and Noel there, I think it was supposed to be a dive up the middle, but he bounces it outside, seeing that the gaps had closed. He does a really good job of running east to west and picking up the first down. 9 carries, 50
Parrish
yards.
had his cornerback tied up the whole entire time.
Pickler looking right side, and that's incomplete. Looking for Kalia.
That play was really well defended by the secondary.
Second and 10 from the 31-yard line. 3 wide receivers here. Nickel look on defense here for Detroit. They send the middle linebacker. Pass is deflected. Ooh. Kenneth Gaston Jr. playing like a big center in basketball, putting his big arm up and knocking the ball down.
He wants that one back. I think he should have caught it. He had both hands on it. Of course, you know, linebackers aren't known for their hands, but...
Bunch off to the right here on 3rd and 10. Pickler rolling to his right. Got to get rid of it, and does. And that's another deflection. This time by King Rashid. A great stop here on their own side of the field. That will only potentially allow a field goal attempt from Fennec. Instead, they're kicking into the wind, and they're going to have to punt. Danny Dimes out there to try and pin Detroit Beak. A massive stand for this Detroit defense.
Nice
that one's going to take a nice sideways bounce, and they'll down it just inside the 20-yard line. An opportunity now for Detroit to come back, only down by 1, but have an opportunity to take the lead here with any amount of points. A short 14-yard punt all told, but it's no touchback either. Run right side. Gibson for only 3 yards. So Surprise VFN is live again. Please support our hardworking crew by smashing the like button, subscribing, and commentating on this video. Really helps the channel out. Turn on notifications so you won't miss a live stream, highlight, or podcast. Thank you for your support of the Virtual Football Network and the SFL. Run right side, it's Harleman. And he's going to get close to the first down marker. Markham 2 yards shy. As Detroit will bring out their 2-yard offense, which has worked very well here today. %50 on 3rd down here tonight, 5 of 10. And these fullback dives have been working, and it'll do just enough. First down for Sutherland.
Even I saw that one coming.
I formation here on first down. Here for Detroit. Pass play. Flowers underneath to the tailback, Gibson. That's a 2-yard gain.
Maybe he felt the pressure coming. They dumped that ball really soon.
This is a safe play. Flowers not trying to force anything downfield, just taking what the defense gives him. And just chipping away at the yards. Quick drop. Flowers, everyone standing around. Flowers included, and Flowers trying to slot it in the left-hand side. Nothing doing. Step for step was Gunny McGuire with the wide receiver. And it's 3rd down again.
Well, credit that O-line because that pocket was still standing strong.
Flowers needs 8. Here on third down, pass middle, caught, Hunt to midfield and more. Rolling to near the 48-yard line of Bossier City.
Found a little bit of separation in between the defenders.
21 yards for Detroit to get their 10th first down of the game. And their 7th third down conversion. Run, middle, and maybe a couple. Bogey Barr comes up with the tackle.
These linebackers on the DCS are really, really good.
Five-man rush just to flip out left side. Good job by Gibson. Getting out of the tackle, and they will give him the first down.
It's hard to get past him, but great job of running there.
You just have to get the right leverage, and you can see there the size difference. Gibson, the underdog in that matchup, 9 times out of 10, it'll go the way of that defender, or the way of Trammell, but this time, Gibson gets the job done. And the drive continues deeper into Bossier City territory. Foraker can't pick up that one.
Kayla wants that one back. She's had a couple of pass deflections that should have brought interceptions tonight.
She had the jump on the football as well, but cannot come up with it. 2nd and 10. 5-step drop, screen pass left side. Sutherland out of a tackle, trying to get upfield and turning something negative into a good play, a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, because he was caught behind the line of scrimmage there. I thought it was for sure to be a tackle for loss, but somehow he got free. Great run.
Watch for Charles Stackhouse in the fullback slot. Instead, no. Flowers will look to throw on 3rd and short. Pass near side, Hunt inside the 20, down to near the 16. Another first down. They're 8 of 14 on 3rd down today.
And we need a big play. Look for your number 1 receiver, which is Hunt, and he got separation. Found himself outside the defenders right there.
15-yard pickup for the third down conversion of this drive alone. A long, winding, methodical drive. This to equal the longest drive of the game, and handled. Jeff Banfield had no chance of getting that football. He was handcuffed by the defender. Easy pass interference, and Detroit going to be at 1st and goal at the 1.
That's impressive. I don't know.
I don't know whether or not Gunny thought he was an MP or what, but he gives Bossier City's defense some headaches, as they'll have to go and try and stop Detroit from just a yard out. And off middle, Gibson, nothing doing. Bob Funk comes up with a stop at 2nd and goal for the 1 again.
Yeah, at first I thought he started running backwards there for a second. Like, what are you doing? The quarterback sneak here.
Fullback dive, and no! Bossier City says no. Zach Holdorf, the corn man, at the half-yard line.
Oh my goodness.
Just a half yard to go, run. Gibson untouched, touchdown. Maulers retake the lead, their first touchdown of the game.
Now, if you're Bossier City, you have to come back and you have to respond. Almost even in total yards. It's amazing.
Extra point is up, and it is good. And so it is 16-10 in favor of the visiting Maulers for an opportunity to break their 3-game losing skid and get back to 500 and take the lead in their division as that kickoff will go out of the back of the end zone down for a touchback. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the SFL M is on VFN. Season 11 is underway and resumes Tuesday, September 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern with the Birmingham Hellhounds and New York Gargoyles. Thursday, September 25th, it's Philadelphia hosting San Jose, plus Anchorage at San Diego. See the SFL start tomorrow right here on VFN as Kalia comes out of the sideline firing. First play of the drive, picks up a big one.
Giant Pickler comes out, slinging it once again. Has 6 targets, 3 receptions so far.
Look, we're gonna unleash this one. Wide open is Garrison Blue in between the hash marks. Easy pitch and catch, and Bossier City are steaming down the field.
How do you let a man that size get in the middle of the field all by himself? You have to guard him.
Take a look at how they were lined up. It looked like the safeties were trying to cover the boundaries far toward the numbers, and, well, all Blue had to do was just say, you know what, that area of the field's going to be open for me. I'm just going to slide right over here, let my quarterback know I'm free, and get us set up at our opponent's 38-yard line. Flip out near side, caught with room to run for Noel up to the 25-yard line.
And that time Pickler felt the pressure a little bit, just dumped it off, and big, huge gain there.
14 yards on the first play of the drive, 28 yards on the second play of the drive, and that flip out to Noel goes for 13.
So much for my methodical out the window a long time ago.
Bickler doesn't want to stay down. These Bossier City Steamers don't want to stay down to Detroit. They want to get right back in this game. Pass right side, quick cut. Banfield, another 10-plus play. Fourth one of the drive. We'll say officially 6 yards.
He laid his body out that time, knew he's going to take the hit, hung on to the ball. It was a beautiful catch, actually, one-handed.
Pickler to the end zone, Banfield touchdown! 14-yard strike to Banfield on a post route, and we're tied again.
If you watch the animation of that catch, it looked like he did the same exact catch twice in a row, laid his body out, one-handed grab, hung on for dear life, got into the end zone. Great play.
Bossier City wastes no time getting back on the board. And this extra point coming from Matt Fennick to retake a very slender 1-point lead, but it's a lead nonetheless. All they need is a minute and 46 seconds to march 80 yards for the score.
Pickler wasted no time there whatsoever.
Now here comes Rob Hunt on this return, and for one of the very rare times today, a true return, ends up inside a team's 30-yard line. Detroit and Bossier City tonight have had some scoring. 12 possessions, 7 scores, most of which have been field goals. But we've seen these offenses pick up points in any way, shape, or form. About near side here for Gibson. We see him slowing down just a little bit as Trammell's able to come away with another tackle.
Yeah, Trammell's been amazing today.
And that should take us to the end of the quarter. Bossier City looking to pick up win number 2 on the season and get out of this funk that they're in. Whose 3-game losing streak ends? One more quarter and we'll find out. You're watching the SFL on the Virtual Football Network. As we come back to you live from Red River Stadium here in Louisiana, I'm Tyler Falk. She's Rochelle Colston. Thanks to Michaela Foraker and Mike Daggs and Stats in Cameron Irvine back at VFN Studios. Last game of the weekend before we hit the Monday Night Spectacular as Gibson gets a good run to near midfield, but there is a flag.
I think it's coming back.
And it will. A block in the back early on the play. And it's going to knock it back 11 yards. Take a look at it. The center for Detroit, Joe Mazey.
You don't see the center call for that very often, now do you?
Well, usually the only calls we see for the center is false start on everyone but the center. 2nd and 21, Detroit in a big hole. They're going to try and run, pick up a few yards to try and set up a better 3rd down opportunity as Gibson is able to muster 4. And while Detroit has had a solid game today on 3rd down, 9 of 14, this one they're going to have to really dig deep into their playbook to come up with a 3rd down conversion.
3rd in a country mile here.
They've dealt with 3rd and short easily. This one a test. 5-man rush. Flowers pumping once. Now looking for the 1st down. Yards and almost had it. Thought he could hook up with C.J. Parrish, but just a bit too much mustard on that football. And so out comes the punting unit for Detroit. Millen fails. A decent punch. Return starting near the 45-yard line and solid return. A couple yards there for Sleeves, Dave Axis. And now Bossier City will go back to work. 8:53 left to go in regulation. A field goal or a touchdown. A touchdown would be preferred, but a field goal makes it so that Detroit can't tie the game with yet another field goal. 31-yard net punt from Thales. As here comes the run to start the drive.
Nice.
Good run, good blocking. 1st down and more for Noel.
So right now, BCS is cooking on all cylinders. Last drive, they had 5 passes. And they come out here with a run game, trying to slow the game down a little bit, trying to run the clock a little bit more.
Noel with the longest run of the game of a 19-yard run all the way to the 41-yard line. Make that the, check that, make that the 36-yard line. Nemchek on the give here at the outside, only a 1-yard gain. Detroit and their defense. Now they've allowed Bossier City to get into the field goal range for Matt Fennick, and Fennick does have the wind at his back here. Detroit's got to come up with a stop, and we've seen very little sacks here in this 2nd half compared to the couple we saw in the 1st half. Pickler, middle picked off. Another errant pass by Pickler. 2nd interception of the ball game for Detroit.
And when you throw the ball a lot, you're bound to throw an interception or two, and I mean, that's how it just works.
Jubilee Marsh comes away with the interception, 7th of Marsh's career, 2nd of the season, and Detroit has the football back. Flowers in the Mahler offense, changing the play at the line of scrimmage. They'll start from their own 28-yard line. Gibson, nowhere to go. Trammell in the backfield.
I mean, where is it Trammell tonight? What a wonderful job he's doing on defense.
Flowers looking deep over the middle. Caught Hunt! Playing duck hunt at the moment. A sniper shot.
See this again. Play was well defended.
104 yards for Robb. A brilliant throw from Flowers. And Bossier City sending extra pressure here on first down. Hunt again, but what a hit! Holdorf jarring the ball free.
I mean, that was almost obliteration there, Tyler.
And the trouncing in Kentucky has ended. Albuquerque slaughters the Lexington Miners 31-3 in Lexington.
Wow.
Pass, double coverage at the end of it. But Flowers connecting with Parrish.
That's trusting your receivers to come down with the ball when you throw in that heavy of a traffic. Wow, McGuire was there also.
And that pass was right over McGuire's head. And somehow Parrish gets his arms above the corner to get the job done and haul in that catch. We're probably on the extent of the range from Oldmere as they're looking for more yards. Caught again! Jimmy went down the numbers.
Okay. Flowers is making it look easy. These are not easy passes. These are not easy catches. Ooh.
First and 10 from the 22. The aerial attack will make way for a little bit of the ground show as Trammell comes up with another tack. Gibson trying to find space and balance out this drive.
Trammell up to 16 tackles and 3 assists on the night.
Offset eye here for Detroit on second down. Pass underneath, caught Hunt, and he will lean forward to move the chains. The Detroit drive continues.
The Detroit offense has come alive in the second half.
Nine yards. Another first down, now to the 12-yard line. Flowers, handoff, Gibson out of a Trammell tackle. And then finally brought down by McGuire and company near the 10.
Took about 3 of them to break him down that time.
Second and 8. Flowers with a short drop looking near side, caught and out of a tackle, still looking for more room is the tight end Robert Henson Jr. He'll only gain 2 and it's 3rd and 6. A field goal is not the end of the world. It gives them the lead, but it keeps Bossier City's options on their next offensive drive open. First time we've seen this formation here for Detroit. 5 wide. Bossier City's corners, almost all of them are in the end zone. What is Detroit cooking up here? Flowers gonna try and tuck it and run. He's got space. He's got the first down. They go 5 wide. Clearly a passing formation, but Flowers does it himself.
That time he spread that defense out so much, left a huge gap for him just to run up and get the first down.
What a smart play from the second season quarterback. You usually see that from people like Ty Patak. First and goal. Quick drop. Flowers gonna do it again, and he walks in. Ethan Flowers, touchdown Detroit.
What a great play calling by this Detroit offense. I mean, wow. You spread the defense, you give your quarterback an open route to the end zone, basically. I mean, look at that. Great blocking.
Put that drive to music. That was phenomenal from Ethan Flowers. His second career rushing touchdown, second of the season as well, and gives Detroit, at the moment of 5-point lead, they're looking to make it 7. Handoff, Gibson turned around and denied. So it remains a 22-17 ball game with Detroit out in front. Reminder, Monday, Mike St. Green and Cameron Irvine return for SFL this week, recapping week 10 of our 25th anniversary season before Cam and a mystery guest analyst called the Charleston Predators and Arizona Scorpions from Phoenix. The SFL lives on the Virtual Football Network, and Detroit recover a loose football. Oh, the calamity for Bossier City. Special teams making special plays, and now Detroit have an opportunity to make it a 2-score game. Handoff Gibson, now they're well within field goal range now. An 8-yard gain on first down. Second and 2 here for Detroit. Handoff, they'll try and stretch it near side. Harleman will pick up the first down yardage. Trammell on another tackle. Right now, all the momentum now with Detroit. And is also the clock is now ticking under 3 minutes. Run, middle, Gibson, bottle up for the moment, but springs free. And on another one. That one gonna get a yard to the line of gain. This Detroit offense has now begun firing here in the fourth quarter.
Maybe their defense is a little bit tired from Bossier City being on the field for so long, but their running game is like almost unstoppable here.
They weren't on the field for 11 plays in over 4 minutes on the last drive. They could very well be gassed. That defense needs to buck up and get a stop, and they do get to Harleman at the line of scrimmage. Probably the biggest third down of the game coming up on the other side of the 2-minute warning. More than likely. Flowers will not hike it, and we do hit the 2-minute warning. 5 points separate these two teams, but a first down could really put Bossier City in a amount of trouble. This is the SFL on VFN. One yard to go, they trust the fullback, and it's worked all game long. Why wouldn't it have worked then? Detroit executing brilliantly on third down today.
He got what he needed and more.
And so the Maulers, after the Bossier City come out with their first of 3 timeouts, it's 1st and goal from the 4. A touchdown could potentially seal it. Handoff, Gibson, he's shouldered down after picking up 2. Second timeout here for the Steamers.
Big kick by Zach called off there. The cornerman himself.
Going quickly back to that Monday night spectacular game. A Charleston win could see them take the lead in the East Division at 4-4 over 3-4 Florida. Meanwhile here, Ethan Flowers, another fullback handoff. Fullback goes up and down. Holdorf with the tackle. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Second goal and stands by Holdorf. Can you do it one more time?
Red River rising up. Can they inspire the defense to come away with a stop? Handoff, Gibson, leaping touchdown. It's a 2-score lead for Detroit. That could have been the icing on the cake.
Wow, he was hit helmet to helmet that time in the air. Ooh. He still got up.
For that, sacrificing his body to make sure the ball crossed the plane. And now the Maulers are up by 11. And they'll entrust Oldmere to tack home the extra point. All is up and good. And now Bossier City with only 1 timeout remaining.
Look at the play call differential.
Only 3 offensive plays for Bossier City. What could have been had they not fumbled the kickoff before that last drive for Detroit. This time, Lisa will hold on to the football. Flag flies in. It's going to be a block in the back. Protect that face mask. So, Bossier City gets some extra yards to return up to 43. That might make this drive a little easier. We know how much Pickler loves to throw the football today. Does have 2 interceptions, but we've also seen brilliance as well. He's led this Steamer offense down the field a couple of times for a couple of quick scores. He's going to have to do it here again. No mistakes, but no time for caution. Blue caught near the 42. They will save their final timeout. They are attacking the middle of the field today. Quick drop, Pickler over the middle again, caught again. Banfield to the 28-yard line. Good drive already for Bossier City. 2 plays, 20 seconds off the clock. Pass middle, and Blue can't hold on. And Rick Evans was none the wiser. And so the ball falls incomplete.
What a great play to be in for a hurry-up offense.
Spread look here for the Steamers. Trips to Pickler's left. Detroit gonna play zone. Pass over the middle. Kalia, brilliant catch. To just inside the 14-yard line, they gotta keep going. Play action. Pickler, Pat.
Oh no.
3rd one is the dagger. Looking for Kalia. He couldn't make 2 extreme catches in a row. And so it's King Rashid, who played so well at the beginning of the game, comes away with the game-sealing interception and give Johnny Pickler the unfortunate golden sombrero, as Detroit will take win number 4 to get back to 500 for the first time in a long time this season. Detroit now on pace for one of their best seasons as a franchise. Last couple of years, they've ended the season at 3-9 and missed the playoffs. Now there's hope for the Maulers. Now there's hope for Detroit. An opportunity to make the postseason. They're at 500. The world's their oyster. For the Steamers, they'll fall to 1-6. And an opportunity for them to really take advantage of a tough schedule. It's just got tougher. We have not seen a team fall below 500 in a few seasons now and make the postseason. And Bossier City needs to change things around. Their last 3 out of the 5 games they have left will be on the road, and it starts next week against Fort Worth. They've got the work cut out for them. Detroit wins 29-17. Rochelle, Detroit was dynamite on third down, and the Bossier City defense could not get off the field.
And Pickler, I said at the beginning of the game, whichever quarterback, threw the most interceptions was the team, and Pickler threw 3. Flowers was clean.
And the question has been posed again, is this Bossier City Steamer team the most unlucky team in the SFL? I'll leave that to the pundits. And so, final score 29-17 for Michaela Forricker and Mike Daggs and Stacks. For my partner, Rochelle Colston, I'm Tyler Falk. We'll see you Monday for the Monday Night Spectacular and this week in the SFL. Until then, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Good night, everyone.